did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Alright, today is July 11, 2026. It is 2:44 a.m. This is the first video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it here, maybe on PYTE. Oh, I didn't do a thumbnails for this. I need to do a thumbnails. So you guys need to subscribe, like, and share the video so you know the channel could have some traction. I see a lot of people subscribing, but I don't know what's going on with the revenue. I know my channel has some issues with whoever don't like whatever I'm saying on YouTube, but people are subscribing, but for some reason the revenue is not going anywhere. So I think I'm gonna put this video on here, PYTE. Alright. Oh my god, there's a lot of thumbnails I need to do. Oh, this one has a blocked. Okay, I fixed it, I guess. Okay, so let's go on X. There's a lot of videos going on. I probably am like a day behind. I just put this on the list, a day behind of whatever's going on, because I try not to hang out on YouTube that much, not YouTube, on Twitter that much, because there's too much noise, too many things going on. Alright, so this is the first tweet. And this is why his family can't relate. Prince Harry is for the people and they feel love and warmth from him. Oh my god, it's almost 5 minutes. Okay, so let's see. I'll try not to say anything, but as I share this video on this channel, there'll be screenshot in between. I will repost it on our Port of Pew service. That's another channel that I have where it's not monetized because YouTube is giving me problem of for it to be monetized. So I'll put it on that channel the way it is being shown. Okay, if YouTube decided to I don't know, not blocked or flagged it or something, I won't care because I'm not getting any money for it. But on this channel I will have to manipulate it a little bit so I don't get flagged. Alright, so it's almost 5 minutes. Let's listen.
I hope this doesn't feel uncomfortable.
Okay, while I was watching it, I was thinking, you know what, just go to our Port of Pew service to watch the whole 5 minute of that video, because I won't be able to share it properly anyway over here. Okay, so go on our Port of Pew service. Let me read some of the comments over here, which you will not be seeing on our Port of Pew service when I read the comments. Okay, I got my trainers on, babes. She is so effing funny. Unapologetically her. Love it. Harry had firearm training. There's a laugh here. You can tell by the way he hold his gun. I bet he's an awesome shot. Well, this leaves the overpriced tweet pics, PR scam, and other humiliation and shame. People power over unelected fraudsters and the people win. All Mail, Sun, Times, and GBM UK wishing they could be this close and playful with Prince Harry. Prince Harry is still funny self, excluding all the toxic that GBM UK love seeing him at his lowest. This improved, moisturized, tan, and happy Prince Harry they don't like. Alison is so excited she can't compose herself. I'm loving this so much. Okay, so let me give credit to this person, the Sussex squad who posted this. It seemed like he or she recorded it on his or her phone while it was being played in the UK and then posted it over here. So Thank you for sharing. If I see a better version of it, I'll use that. But you know, I can't be complaining when I you know, beggars can be choosers. Next tweet. I think this is the interview that she did. Okay, so this is an interview. This is 7 minutes. Again, go on our part of Pew Service to check it. It'll be back to back. The last video that I just shared and this one will be back to back on maybe I'll put it differently. Yeah, I'll put it on our part of Pew Service as well. This is one of the best interview. Prince Harry. Oh, I think I posted this already. Let me pause for a second. I think I shared that one already. Yes, this is the channel that I'm talking about. I already posted it. Alright, it's already had 278 views. So go there and watch it. I probably will play it here so I could do my commentary if I have anything to say. Alright, so this I've already shared it on my other channel. Uninterrupted, okay? Because the channel is not monetized, so I'm not getting paid for it. Alright, this is one of the best interview. Prince Harry with Alison on ITV this morning, live from NEC Birmingham. At the countdown of the 1 year to go Birmingham Invictus game, full interview. The energy is just so amazing. Thanks, babe. Alright, so it's 7 minutes plus. Let's listen.
Hello there, look who I've tracked him down finally, which is so exciting. We're in Birmingham, we're at the NEC, we're celebrating the launch of the Invictus Games, which is happening this time next year. So excited, and you must be very excited. This was all your idea. I mean, how does it feel to be in Birmingham? I feel like it should have always been here.
Yes, you're right. It should have always been here.
Yeah.
I am excited. Not as excited as you were. It's all right. You're very excitable. And I love that. Everyone loves it about you.
Touch my neck.
No, it's great. Like Birmingham is the centre point where so many of the wounded soldiers came back through from Afghanistan, not just from the UK, but from other nations as well. So this is a real homecoming for so many of them. With the Birmingham Hospital, Queen Elizabeth Hospital, just all of it. It's quite a moving return for these guys. One of our guys who works at the foundation, Josh, went back and found his clinician who literally saved his life.
Wow.
He hadn't been back for 13 or 15 years. So it's being here back in Birmingham means a hell of a lot to most of these guys.
I've been speaking to a lot of people actually, and their stories are just incredible, and all of them say we love Birmingham, we absolutely love it.
Was that before or after you did the laser run?
It was before. And then I did the laser. Thank you. I didn't actually do the whole thing. I did cheat a little bit, sorry. I didn't tell you, but it's fine.
No, I know.
We've got to talk about the fact that I am speaking to so many of these people. Are there any stories that have resonated with you when you speak to these veterans?
I mean, there's...
You know, I gotta give her credit, okay? While she's still excited and she composed herself and asking some really good questions, okay? So kudos to her.
Thousands of stories.
Yeah.
You know what, to me, the ones that always stand out are Ukraine. So for me right now, you asking me that question, the team manager from Ukraine, we've got all the team managers over here right now doing a recce for the games.
Yeah.
And the team manager just came over and she gave me the research of what Invictus has done for Ukrainian veterans and the military service, as well as civil society. And it's like this big.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm so grateful that we managed to get Ukraine as part of the Invictus community before this war started, because it's much harder to bring everything in and change perceptions for those wounded, injured and sick after the fact. But they've been with us for 10 years. So now you go to Ukraine and instead of wounded people being sort of pushed to one side, which in so many societies around the world that happens, they are treated as absolute gods,
And
as
so they
heroes.
should be.
And so they should be.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable when you look at it. Why do you think the games has captured people's hearts so much? What do you think it is? The essence of it?
Look, it is literally overcoming adversity, and I think that no matter who you are, where you are, whatever you've come up against, you can see those guys, one leg, no legs, no arm, whatever that's going on with the invisible injuries as well. There's just a huge amount of respect, hope, but also admiration and inspiration. Because no matter who you are, whether you've been lying on the couch with a broken back or whatever injury or illness that you've had, you look at these guys and go, well, if they can do it, I can bloody well do it as well.
Yeah.
So he pretty much just described why Invictus is there. That few sentences he just explained to Iman, pretty much just explained the purpose of Invictus. Let's continue.
And I think that's the mentality. And again, look, for all the military training that everybody has, there's resilience in every single one of us.
So true.
And I think that when you're really up against it, how you decide to use that trauma, that experience, or that loss, how you use that to really grow that resilience in yourself, I think that's where people can connect to it. And now more than ever, we need to grow the national resilience here in the UK, but also around the world.
Harry, you speak so eloquently, so lovely to
I love your hoop earrings, by the way.
Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you. Can you trace your inspiration back to
The seriousness of her, even though Harry is still joking around. I like that about her. Alright, she's still being serious as she is being, being excited interviewing Harry.
a moment when, in the past? When did you feel inspired? Where did that moment come from?
In summary, and I've talked about this for many years, so I don't want to bore people who know this already. 2008.
You do realise we're never bored by you, right?
Okay,
Never bored by you. We love to hear
No one's ever bored by you. By the way, my kids love Junior Bake Off.
Oh, stop it!
Absolutely love it. And I love it as
Come
well.
and do the show.
It's far better than the grown-up version. What was the question?
I was saying, can you trace that moment?
So back to 2008, coming back on a plane from Afghanistan after a 10-week deployment, and as we took off, everybody else was coming back on R&R, so the feeling on the plane was more celebratory. For me, I'd been pulled out of Afghanistan, I was pretty miserable, and as we took off, the curtain in front of me opened, and 3 British soldiers, all in induced comas, were lying on hospital beds in front of me. And once the plane took off, I went forward, had a chat to the doctor, and he told me each of their stories. One of the guys was holding a test tube with shrapnel that had been taken out of his neck and his head, holding that in his hand. And I thought, wow, this is the kind of stuff that so many people don't see and don't know that's happening.
Yeah.
And that was at the same time that Ross Kemp was started to do all of his documentaries as well, to bring the reality of the war, which it was, which no one was really talking about as a war, to people's couches, to people's sofas, to say this is actually what our blokes, this is what our guys and girls are really going through. That then led...
You know what's interesting, as he's saying about the documentary, bringing the war to people's sofas and things like that. I remember, is it Desert Storm? I think that was the first war that was somewhat televised. Okay, so that's what reminds me. You know, when you're at home and it become like a movie. You don't think it's really affecting real people, real lives and things like that. So this is what that brings to me. I think Desert Storm was the first televised real war that was shown on TV. Let me pause and look for that. Well, they say Vietnam War, but for some reason I was thinking of Desert Storm. Okay, you could pause because I asked what was the first televised war. So they said Vietnam War. Let me pause and see what rank is the Desert Storm was. Okay, so I know it was something about first live. So it was Operation Desert Storm was famously broadcast as the first live. That's what it was, live. 24/7 televised war on the cable news network commonly known as CNN. Yeah, so I know it was the first of something. So it was the first live. As it was happening, it was being broadcast. That's what it was. But there is a huge implication and how it affects people. I think people from Iraq is still affected by it. So let's continue. Sorry.
To 2013, the Warrior Games in America, in Colorado Springs, in the middle of nowhere, on an air base, and that was sport, literally rehabilitating the soul and the mind and the body. And I was like, we need to make this thing international.
You must, honestly, your kids and Megan must be so proud of you.
Yeah.
Do they tell you every day?
They don't tell me every day that they're proud of me, but yeah, I'm proud of them, they're proud of me. I love my family.
Well, nice. I've got to say, I know you love me because you keep imitating me. What was that all about at the Stephen Colbert show? What was that all about?
They found out that I am one of your secret admirers and I followed every move. So they said, who do you want to imitate? I said, obviously us. So we did that.
You.
By the way, it was a huge hit.
It was?
It was a huge hit.
We need to do another one before you go.
Oh my God.
And obviously, I live in Birmingham. Are you going to come round some Aki
That
and
wasn't
saltfish?
obvious, but alright.
I know my voice has changed and it's a lot more similar to yours. But would you be coming to my house today or a little bit later?
You're invited to be to your house? What for?
A minute of ackee and saltfish.
Harry was like, what for?
Okay,
I've cooked it today.
All right, and some soccer as well. Some
A
football,
bit of
sorry.
Are you going to watch?
Football, not soccer.
You can watch it at my house.
Harry have been Americanized. It's like soccer, and then he correct himself, football. Let's continue. I think the UK, England is still in. Let's continue.
Maybe.
Let's do it. No, there's no maybe. You're all welcome.
We're all
You're all welcome.
All right, let me think about it.
Let's have a think about it. I'll go and get everything ready in the house. Little tidy up.
Okay.
Bleach the
Why
toilets.
does it need tidying up?
Maybe a little
I'll
bit.
come and bleach your toilet.
Would
for
you?
Yeah,
Oh,
of
bless
course.
you.
For you, anything.
Can I come to the Invictus Games next year as well?
Of course you have
I'll
to
bring
be
my
there.
son and
I'd be
everything.
disappointed if you won't come.
It's so lovely to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you.
See you later. I know you've got loads to do today.
No worries.
I'll let you go.
Cheers. Bye.
And that's how you interview Prince Harry, guys. Loving your work live from the NEC.
Love her
So happy with herself, look at her.
I like her energy. So there's me here when I first came across that video. I hope she's the one who IG gives green light to highlight the games next year. I like the fact that she didn't hide her enthusiasm for Harry. I like that interview. Hopefully she's not the type, I don't know her, who's nice in person, but once she's in the studio, she become like a royal rat. Just saying. Alright, it's just a wonderful interview. Of course, it's Alison Hammond. See how relaxed and eloquent Harry is. This is what happened when a genuine person interviews Harry. That's exactly how you interview Prince Harry. Love it. I enjoy it so much. He just wants to come across as one of us. I'm not buying it. Okay, fine, you don't have to buy, but he is who he is. He can speak like a normal person would in conversation. The older brother needs cue card because he's never got the passion for anything he's engaged in. It's always just something he's got to be seen doing. I'm very watched this so many times. Alright, so that's that. I think I'm gonna leave this as one video. Let me see. There's a lot of interviews that I'm sharing here. Oh, I forgot, some of them may not be on this channel. Okay, so there's a small portion of it here. The derangers are absolutely apoplectic over Alison Hammond's sweet interview with Prince Harry. I'm thoroughly enjoying the tears. This is a small portion of that, 25 seconds. Let's see. Oh my God. She's just happy. Oh my God. Look at Harry looking at her. Okay, so this was 25 minutes that I just saw it, and the other one was way earlier in the day yesterday. Okay, I would not be surprised to see a version of this for Egg, Pay to Act. I love her energy. She doesn't give a F to show her joy. Again, I hope we are Invictus. Let her host IG 27. Hopefully she'll contain her joy if she does host IG. Just saying. So there's JTB. I don't think the Rangers know what apoplectic means or how to say it. You know, pretty much very angry. True. Let me act like I didn't expect that. Really, sis? Right? I have blocked so many of them that I don't see their crap anymore. This is one time I will have welcome a few. Nah, well, yeah, I haven't seen a lot, any of the derangers thing, because every time I come across them, I block them. But what I'm seeing is a lot of other things that's going on around the world, the US, politics and stuff like that. Next tweet. My God, they are so thirsty for this man. It's only 30 seconds. Was I hearing something about BBC or something like that? But anyway, this I think would be best if I play it on our Port of Pew service. In this channel, there will be screenshot in between because I don't want to be black. Alright, let's go to the next one. Let's pause. This one is only 18 seconds. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, played wheelchair rugby during the Invictus 1 year to go event at National Exhibition Centre. more, get the video. Okay, there's all of that. 18 seconds, screenshot in between. He's so at ease, he know how to maneuver the game, the wheelchair. This is so heartwarming, and one for the books. Prince Harry is so natural at putting people at ease and comfortable. So some images, screenshot. She was so happy. Let me pause this. Okay, a group of able-bodied people sitting in wheelchair engaging in public stunt for sake. Okay, so-called charity. Okay, let me pause this. Not pause, black. Heart of Gold, love Prince Harry. Alright, Prince Harry is brave, empathetic, and inspirational. That's the heart. Alright, let's go to the next one. Video interview. Let's see. Is it something that I've already shared? Just retweet. Okay, so this is a different interview. There will be screenshot over here, but on our part of Pew Service, I will share it the way it is being shown. Chalmers is such a real one. Almost 2 minutes. Let's listen.
Have you reflected in conversations about how this has all come about?
Yeah, all the time. I met Prince Harry 13 years ago at the side of a swimming pool a few months before the Invictus Games, and he sort of sold exactly that idea about the platform that this would create. Now, the Invictus Games back then were meant to be a one-off. It was just going to be a single Games in London, and then, you know, it would have the life-changing effect on us, and we would move on. Obviously, the foundation was then formed, and it, you know, and Harry and I joke about this all the time, it's basically got well out of hand. This thing, which was basically a sports day that we kind of made up, has just got bigger and bigger. The impact that it's having is exactly what we would hoped it would have been. But to be honest, we couldn't really have anticipated the size to which this has grown and the incredible power that it has.
And his continuous association with it and passion for it also gives it more publicity, doesn't it? It draws more attention to it. I mean, what does that mean to you?
Well, I've always said, and Harry always knows this, that, you know, these games are not about him. They're about this community, the community he's brought together. You know, as somebody that served in the armed forces, and when I first met him, he was a captain, I was a corporal. You know, that's how our relationship began. But he's always, you know, whenever I've spoken to him, interviewed him, been in interviews with him, you know, he'll always defer to the wounded, injured, and sick, to the people who know and have lived this experience. But of course, you know, being the figurehead that he is, you know, having the presence and the platform that he has deeply benefited us. And if I think about it personally, like, the thing that he created, the platform that he has completely changed my life. I'll forever be grateful that of all the things he could have done with his power, his influence, his time, he chose to change the life of me and my friends.
Wow, that is very, very heartwarming. There were a couple of things I was thinking of, but I was trying not to pause. Maybe somewhere here. Let's see if I could come up with it again.
Single Games in London, and then, you know, it would have the life-changing effect on us.
What I was thinking around here is that, yes, he started it and everything like that. It has become much bigger than what they anticipated. Is the fact that when Harry is meeting people, he always listens. And as he get more involved with the Invictus, knowing the problem that the people, the vets, were facing, and he connect things together and talk to the real professionals who knows about it. He see the problem, he wants to solve the problem, but he doesn't have the background to do it, but he sees the problem. So that's when he brings professionals to connect the gap. He is like a bridge. This is something that I have said way before the Archwell Foundation started, where I was saying Archwell is like a bridge that connects. So this is what Invictus is doing as well. He sees the problem, he becomes the bridge to connect the vets who's facing their respective issues and the professionals who have the solution on how the vets to combat their issues. So that's what I was thinking about that. So as he continues meeting people, meeting vets who's experienced different things, gets the professionals, and then boom, find help for those people. What else? There was something else I was thinking. Let's see.
Anticipated the size to which this has grown and the incredible power that it has.
And his continuous association.
Oh, the other thing I was thinking as well is where Harry, well, it's the derangers and the royal rats who keeps on making Invictus about Harry and Meghan, especially when Meghan is there joining Harry, which Harry always say he wanted a partner to stand next to him and things like that. So this is why he usually bring Meghan to the Invictus and stuff like that.
I'd never met him before, and so we had a little chat about the kind of things we talk about, and he was like, you can ask me whatever you want, but I might not answer it. I said to him, have you ever thought about moving away? And he was like, yeah, I'd love to move away, but I can't because of what I need to do to support the Queen. And that has just stuck with me forever in terms of, he didn't say it on camera, he just said it in a really candid chat with me. And so whenever anyone says to me, it was Meghan's fault that they left, that conversation always springs to mind because he always had it in him, this potential to jump. And I think Meghan came along and said, hold my hand and we'll jump together. Princess Charlotte's just been born. Would you like to have kids? And he came out with this brilliant line.
Comes times when you think, right, now's the time to settle down, or now's not, whatever the way it is. But I don't think you can force these things. It'll happen when it's going to happen. Of course, I'd love to have kids right now, but yeah, there's a process that one has to go through.
To which his communications team kind of took a bit of an intake of breath, like, oh my goodness, why did he say that? But then he also went on to say about how he just wanted to have someone alongside him to support him. And then what was it? A couple of years later, he met Meghan.
Yeah.
And when Meghan does go, she does her own kind of charitable thing with some of the families, hang out with the families and kids and do whatnot. I've highlighted this on our part of your service. But the thing is that the derangers, the royal rats, keep on making the games about Harry and Meghan. That's why, like, the week before I went on vacation, I was saying on my videos, I was like, I'm not gonna highlight it because these people gonna start talking nonsense, and I was afraid for Harry stuff. And what I'm seeing, I guess due to the fact that I block many of the noisemakers, the derangers and the royal rats and whatnot, so I don't see them on my timeline. So the squad be posting some good things, that's why I'm able to share them. And when you look on my community board, things that I have highlighted were coming straight from the Invictus game. Alright, so let's continue. Yo, I'm done with this. I think that was some of the thing I was thinking of. Alright, let me read some of the comments. Founder Prince Harry, the people Prince. As ever, the Invictus Games effect. Glad many recognize and appreciate him. Yes, and everybody involved with Invictus is real. Such a great family. I love this. He truly is loving his hair too. Alright, wow. Alright, so this is an ad. Let's go to the next one. Actually, this is that's it. You know what? I'll add one more because the first one, the first tweet that I share is a video, but it will be on our part of Pew service. I will not share it here. This is the last one for this video. Let's pause. Come on, pause. Alright, so this is right from the Invictus Foundation page. The Spirit of Invictus has launched. Thank you to the Invictus community for joining us to launch the Invictus Games Foundation train with London Northwestern Railway. The train is rolling to the Invictus Game Birmingham 2027. Alright. Go on our part of your service to see this completely. Over here there will be screenshot and the music will be changed.
I'm on board the Spirit of Invictus, which is taking us from London to Birmingham.
This train is pretty special. It's packed full of competitors, past, present, future, team managers, representatives from loads and loads of different nations across the Invictus Games community, all coming together to head up to Birmingham to really celebrate the launch and forthcoming activities that we've got going on.
A train journey is much like the journey of recovery that the Invictus Games Foundation supports for wounded veterans and those that have been injured in their service. It's not always straightforward, it can take longer than you think, but the destination is what's important. It's the recovery journey.
I am friends and family. I've seen the impact that the Invictus Games has had and the wider impact it has on other people like me, and it is just an awesome opportunity to celebrate.
I think it's given a lot of people who were unfortunately injured on service a chance to serve again, to be part of the community and to give back.
Birmingham is a hugely important city to me and for many other wounded, injured and sick that are on this train right now, because it's the place where I woke up after I was wounded in Afghanistan. Week after being blown up, my eyes opened and I was in the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. That Invictus spirit that was born 12 years ago, I feel it today more than I probably ever have.
You know what I was thinking as I was listening to this, where the US and the UK want to throw out immigrants, but yet they want to host games where pretty much to make money, you want people to come in. So I'm thinking, let's say there are families who would love to come and join and watch the games in the UK. How are they going to manage it when they're being so racist and selective of who comes in and who doesn't? But yet they want to host games like the US, the way they're doing things. Okay, incredible. Well done, guys. I love the name. There's the heart here. So meaningful and so fitting. Love, amazing. Well done to you all and totally respect. Alright, wow, the train is awesome. The Spirit of Invictus. I'm wondering, did I share this already? Alright, but go on our Part of Pure service to watch that video clearly with its original music. So I'm done with this video. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for, let's say no war. I don't know if there's anything like this. Okay, here's a universal prayer for peace. Lord, we lift up our hearts and prayer to end all war, protect those in harm's way, soften the hearts of those who wage conflicts, and guide world leaders toward dialogue and justice. Bring healing to the broken and let your lasting peace reign across the earth. Amen. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. The estimate is $10.30. Alright, please subscribe, share the video, so you know, to create traction for the channel. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching. The next video, I'm gonna continue recording. I will start the next video with this. Okay, we're gonna start with this. Maybe I'll put this on our APU Team Sussex. APU Team Sussex, my other channel. So I have something on all of the channels. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching.